You know, one of the fun things about this week's show is just how simple this presentation really is. You know, a lot of times when we're doing television shows, we'll get real in-depth on different types of techniques. But this particular style of fishing, literally anybody can do, and it takes very little money as far as equipment to go out and actually do this style of fishing. Now what you're going to say is, Jake, we're talking about live sonar and it's a very expensive thing, and that's true, but you don't necessarily have to have live sonar to do this style of fishing. It makes it a little bit easier, but just like anything else, it's a tool to help us catch more fish. So if you're going to come out here and you don't have live sonar, what you want to focus on is your actual presentation. And in this case, basically all we're doing here is just taking a simple 1/8 ounce lead head jig. Now this is an eagle eye jig from Eagle Claw. One of the things I love about this particular jig is it's got this what's called the Pro V hook on it. It's a real thin wire hook, it's a long hook, and with these crappies they have relatively soft mouths. So what I want ideally when that fish sucks that bait in, to get that long shank at the back of the mouth, nice thin wire. You really send the hook home when you hook them fish, and you don't lose as many fish with that hook. So just a simple lead head jig like this eagle eye jig, and then a different assortment of plastics. Right now we've been catching a lot of fish on this particular plastic, the minnow style plastic with a kind of a straight tail. I think this is a Bobby Garland right here. So many different styles of plastics that you can mess with. So you want an assortment of 2-inch size or smaller plastics to have to put on these lead jigs. So again, just a simple lead jig like this, a nice little small piece of plastic, and the key is finding this structure and finding these crappies. If you find them, you're going to catch them. Now again, we've talked about this in this episode quite a few times. If you find some fish and they're just simply not going, go find some more fish. Now today, throughout the day, we've fished piles that have lots of fish that don't want to bite, and other piles that have lots of fish that do want to bite. Same weather, same type of environment today. Some of these piles have aggressive fish and some don't, and it changes daily. So don't be afraid to move around. A simple lead head jig and some plastic, and you're going to catch a lot of rainy lake crappie.